everyone, Cheryl here today with kadoodlebug Designs, and today we're going to be putting together this sweet little Halloween Pumpkin Salem. I absolutely love him. Isn't he sweet? And so I'm just going to show you how I did the coloring on him. And so the first thing I do to make this process easy is I separate all the pieces by what color pattern I'm going to do. So like I've got all these that are going to be done with the black, and then the orange, the brown, the green, gray, white, and so on. And so the first thing I want to do with these pieces is go ahead and take the black soot, or actually I may use, let's go with the pumice first. So we're going to use the pumice stone on this first. And so I'm just going to dab it. I mean, super easy. I almost forgot how I did this one. So it was like, but so we just want to get all these pieces covered. I did cut them in white. I don't always do that, but sometimes when you want to pick, you know, your colors, or you want to do a different technique, it's easier just to do it in white. And what I mean by picking your colors, not like so much as the paper, but so much as like some of the liquids and stuff we're going to use on this. And so okay, let's see. And of course this makes a mess, and I'm hoping I won't get my hands. Okay, and then for this background piece, I'm just going to get him. And this also cut down on the cutting process. I was able to cut out I think 3 of these on one sheet. And so that was another plus. I mean, not that it's a big deal running, you know, 7 sheets through or whatever, because you could always prep and get those ready to go. Okay, so I've got these pieces pretty much done with, that was the pumice stone. So you could pick any kind of dark gray. So now for the black. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait on that. Let's do the black after this next one. So I'm taking one of the Mixative Pearls, and I have to shake that up. And I'm going to add that next on these. Hopefully that's mixed up. Okay, and so then I'm just going to use this little tool here. You can use pretty much anything you want. Let's see. And then I should have, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to set him aside. So then I'm just going to squeeze out some of this. Oh, that ball must be right there. I could tell. There. Okay, let's see if that will work. And then I'm just going to add some of the alcohol blending solution to that. And just kind of dab. Whoops. And it doesn't need to be, that one I covered all the way. You just kind of want to get some spots. I just didn't want to get, my fingers all dirty. Okay. So now we'll set these aside. Oh, that ear, I got a little much on it. Oh, well. Okay. And before we do that, let's come in with our black for the edge, and that's going to give it that distressed look. on your edges. So I'm just using one of the little dauber tools. I'm going to get some more black. And hopefully you could see that. These are so much fun to put together. I absolutely love doing these. We'll just get all these. You won't see the bottom of that one. It'll be covered. Same with this one. This one I got a lot more of the white on, so you can kind of control that. You know, it's not a big deal. They'll all look a little different with the pearl. And we'll just distress. Okay. It's fun to do them in different, you know, different little techniques. Okay. And we'll get the sides of this. You won't see the bottom, so we can kind of leave that. And then we've got the one. Okay. So there's the other one. Okay. So I can move that aside for now. Now I need to spray my hands with some alcohol to get this off. I have a feeling it'll end up transferring anyways. I just don't want to, in the middle of this, run to the bathroom to wash my hands. So I can set all these pieces aside. And we're gonna, I just spray some alcohol on this to get some of this off. Okay. So we have that part done. So the next part I want to do is the other alcohol ink. And so this one I'm going to do the hat with. And we'll change out the pad. So I figured I'll get all these out of the way first. And I think the last time I did it, I actually had some black left on the glass, and you can add some of that in too. It looks really neat. Okay, so we've got that. And then the next thing, I should have left out the pen. Let's see. Oh, we'll let that, oh, that should be dry enough. I just kind of came along the outside a little bit. Now you can do this in black or whatever shade, but it just kind of highlights a little bit the edge. I don't know if you'll see that. And so we've got that one. There. And then this one. And hopefully, okay. So now those two can dry. And then the leaves I did in a green. And this one, and then I came in with another green. So let's do this first. Okay. And then let me do a little bit of alcohol in there, the blending. And then we'll just take the one corner. Whoops. Ah! There we go. Okay, let's see. And then I just came in with this pen. Whoops, I got the wrong corner there. But you can make it darker on just the edges. And we'll just do that one. There we go. I think that's good. They're not all going to come out the same, but that's all right. You could add some of the white if you want. I'm going to leave this one just the green, just so we can move on. Okay. But the white, I'm wondering if this is still wet. Let's see if it'll go. Whoops. Yeah. So you could add a little bit if you want to that. And then come with the pen. There we go. And then I'm just going to set those 4 over there. All right. So now we've got all that done. So now I'm going to do the little band on his hat. And this one here, I kind of mixed the black, both the black and that pumice stone together. So oops. And then just come in with the black on the top. Okay, so that one's done. And whoops. Move those out of my way. Okay, let's see if I'm back in view. Okay, so the white we don't have to do anything to, and then the grays here, I did use some of the Copics on that, and I think I used the C1 and the C3. So C1 and C3 are what I used on that. And so I'm just going to color them in, super simple, right? I don't know if my hands are going to transfer that black. Okay, and then the 2 little ear pieces. We want those. Oops. Okay. And then we can come in with the C3 and just around the edge to give it like we've distressed it. And if you go a little over, don't worry, because you can come in with that lighter pen and blend it, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, and the little ears. Let's see. I think, there we go. Okay. So we're done with those. And then next is, actually, let's do the yellows. Those will be pretty quick because we're just going to use on that. I thought I left my, oh, I did. A yellow. I'm using Y15 on this. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, that one's done, and that one's done. All right, so we got all the yellow, and so now we can move on. Oh, let's do the brown. Sorry. Okay, so we're just gonna pick the E57 light walnut. We're gonna do the stem on the pumpkin. And I have no idea how long this video is, but okay, so we got the pumpkin stem. Now we can go to the pumpkin, and I'm using the spiced marmalade. You can choose any orange that you'd like. And I just kind of want to darken these edges and then come in a circular. We can, there we go. If you don't want to use this and you have the Judykins duster, you can use one of those. I've dusted the pumpkins before, and they turn out absolutely beautiful. So you can do either or. Okay, and then come into your center. So there you have your pumpkin. So there's one, and then we'll do this one here. And the same thing, I just darken the edges first, and then come in and get the center done. If you have to come back, you can, so that's fine. You just do it to your liking, and it works. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. So I think I have all my pieces done. So now let me spray this and spray that. Okay. Okay, so now we can start putting some of these pieces together. Oh, and look what that did. Oh my goodness. So weird. But I think because it wasn't, let me... Oh, okay, that's funny. I think because it dried on top of it. Oh, well, we'll get that straightened up. So we'll set this one aside again. Should be fine. Okay. If not, we'll just go over it again. Okay. So let's go ahead and we can go ahead and put the big pumpkin together. So I'm just using just the art glitter glue. Again, you can use any glue you choose. I have several favorite glues, so I'm just going to set him aside, and then I want to do this one too. So I'll just put the glue on that one. And okay, so, and I won't put the stem on because it needs to line up with, where's my piece? Oh no, there it is. So we'll have to line that up when we add it, but there's a few things I can put together prior to actually putting the entire thing together. So I'm going to do his little face part. Put his little cheeks on, and hopefully you could see that. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. So the first thing we want to do on him is, and we'll use him as a guide. So we want the tail on first. So that should be pretty good. Okay, so his tail's on first, and then we'll go ahead and we can add his little ears. Hopefully I can, let's see, they're right. There they are. Okay, and so you can kind of just set them and see, oh, is that the right side? And usually if I'm not sure if something's right, I'll start laying all the pieces down to see what lines up where. And I think that's going to be fine because he has his hat that comes in, and so that'll cover. And so we'll go ahead and glue those down. Whoops, almost lost the glue. So okay, whoops. And there's that. Okay, so before we put his head on, we want to do his arms. And of course, we need our leaves over here on. And so we can pick those out and see which ones we want to go where. And I'm thinking it's this one that's right there, I hope. Whoops, or is it the other one? I think it may be. I guess it doesn't matter on this, does it? Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so we're going to use those. So we'll glue these on first. Okay, so let's get... Okay, so we have that on, and then, so his arms, we want those. Whoops, not his nose. What did I do with this other arm? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one here, I have to actually put the body to see where I'm at, so... I think I want these up here. Oops. There we go. I think that's about where it was. Yep. Okay. So see how you can kind of figure that out by just laying them. And then there are some markings on... Let me see if I can get that up a little bit. You could see the little bit of marking there. So we just want to cover. Oops. Ah! Get over there. Whoops. Okay. And then now I can do the body. And hopefully I didn't put that too far. I did. See how you could tell. Let's grab that. Boy, I'm making a mess. Okay. Let's try it one more time without me making a big mess. Okay. Get a little more glue because that was a little dry. Okay, so we have that part done. And then, let's see, we put his, the little face goes like so. And hopefully I got those ears in. I did. Okay, good. So I'm going to do his face next. Oh, wait. Yeah, because then I can come in and do the gray on the ears. I'm kind of like all over when it comes to doing this. I kind of pick. It's like, okay. So now we need to add the little parts on the ear. And I'm thinking that looks right. So there's 1 and 2. Okay, so we have that on. So I just want to make sure everything is on. Okay, so now this little hat. So there's markings you could see. So the little hat will go right there. And I think I want to put this part on next, since the hat kind of overlaps this. So we can kind of just get that there. And see how it overlaps it just a tad? So that's fine. So now we'll just glue this guy down. I think all the different steps in making these are so much fun, especially when you see them come together. So you can kind of lift it up and see if it's lined up here and to the sides. That's cute. Okay, so the next part I'm going to do is this little band here. And we're just going to put that like so. Whoops. There we go. And then we want to put on the little buckle. Whoops. And that kind of comes up a tad. We don't have to worry about a mess right there because it'll all be covered. So that looks cute. And then I'll just add a little dot, and then I'm going to use my tool to bring that down. Okay. And then we get to add the little piece of his hat. Now, if you wanted to, you could come in and darken. I'm just going to leave this the way it is. But you could darken those edges. I think this one, I did them a little different color. Cute. Okay, so now we can add his nose. And wipe that. So, get his nose on there like so. Okay, so he's got a little nose now. And then the next step would be to do the pumpkin. So now we can put the pumpkin like right there. And he's coming together. We'll just add our glue. It's been a while since I've done a video. Okay. And so the next thing I want to do is add the pumpkin over here, or the top, sorry. So we're going to add that. And see how there's little areas to line up. So you line that one up. Whoops. And there's even an area for the greenery. So we can add him. Get a little glue on there. Whoops. And then this part, see where that goes. And I think this leaf can go right behind So you can just kind of add a little glue there. And then, whoops. So we add that. And of course it wants to move again on me. Okay. And then we can add the web, and we're almost done. Oh, and his little hands. Let's get those on next. There's one there. And, oh, we need that white on first. Whoops. Let's get that. Almost forgot about this guy. Yeah, I don't want to forget him because that goes under this one here. So cute. Okay. And then we can add the web and this other little piece, and then we'll go ahead and add his little dots and all that fun stuff. Oh no, see, this goes under that one. Good thing I could pull that off, right? There we go. Now we'll add that back. Cute. Okay, and then the last one is this little guy that goes here. Okay. All right, so now that we've done that, let me put, I think I've glued everything, and then I'm going to grab my black pen. Oh, and I used chalk on the cheeks, so I just grab a little brush. Just get his little... You can always erase what you don't want. Okay, so that part's done. And then so I did add some little black dots to his ears. And I did add some pink. Okay. And then I added some here. And then, okay, so that's for the black. And then for the white, I'm using a paint pen. I prefer these over the gel pens. I have had so many of those gel pens, and I end up throwing them away before they're even used. And to me, that's just a waste. So I prefer... And I've tried all the little hacks that are out there, and they may work for some. They did not work for me. So I just add a little lines, you know, to them, to the pumpkin, these leaves, the hat. We can come up here. Oh, and see, we forgot the star. Or I forgot the star. And... that's it. That probably looks good. And I think I've got everything done. Just his star will go on. What did I do with the glue? Oh, there it is. And then we'll just add that. Whoa. Okay. And if I could see, there we go. And so I hope you enjoyed my video today on coloring up the sweet little Salem. Isn't he darling? And please let me know what you think. And if you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. And thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.